y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya if you're new here. So this is going to be episode 2 of the mom chats. If you are new here, I am a mom to 3 kids. I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So today I wanted to talk about what you actually need, like your baby must-haves. And I've actually had a list on my like the notes section of my phone, because I get asked so much about this, and I've sent it to several people of just to get started. So I'll be looking at my phone, which I got this new case from Loopy. It's so cute. Anyway, to look at what I wrote down, and then I'll put a little picture here so you can know what I'm talking about, because I'm not about to drag all these items. And some of them I've actually sold because my last baby is 1, so we don't need them anymore. So to start off, I love a baby, like especially in that newborn phase, a baby lounger is amazing. So I personally use a Docata. I know a lot of people love the Snuggle Me, and I've touched both, and they're both soft. So it's whatever you want to do. I know Snuggle Me has a lot of sales, so that's always nice. And the Docata I remember, like, I guess because we got it with my first, so that's when it was like all the hype and I paid full price for it, so it's kind of expensive. Another thing would be like it's similar to like Docata to lounge in, and then I would put them in for their naps, especially as a newborn, is like, you know, the baby lounger. It basically looks like a pillow but with an indentation, and it's super cheap. I think it's like $20, but wow, because sometimes they just want to be upright, especially if your baby has like reflux issues. It really helped just get all cozy. That's what we would use a lot. And of course, like, we're right there. That one especially, you can't really if your baby's like rolling, it wouldn't be a good thing to leave them. But it's basically like a little sound cloud, and I would have them like there, and it was the cutest thing ever. It makes me really miss the newborn stage. Sorry. Another thing what we used a lot is the boppy for breastfeeding. My mother-in-law actually made me one, I want to say, and I used it all. And actually I used it a lot for my first and second, like to actually help me nurse. But with my third, I used the boppy more as a like to prop her up type of situation. I didn't really use it to nurse. I think I would just, you know, I guess it was my 3rd kid, so I was just like, you know, bada boom bada bum. And I really noticed as the like more experience I got, the less things I would use. So I would really rate this list like what you really need. I mean, granted, all they need is food, like diapers and stuff. They don't need all this stuff, but it makes it really like convenient. We also really love the swing. I got the Mamaroo, and then I got this Graco one, which is a lot cheaper. None of my kids like the Mamaroo. They like the cheap one better, and that's what we used all the time. I'll put a little, but she would fall asleep in that for hours. I sometimes contemplated leaving her there overnight, like putting it in our room, of course, and like, but then I had too much anxiety for that, and I know that's not safe. But hey, she would sleep in that thing. We did also swaddle our babies, so I used a couple different ones. I used the nested bean, is for like the newborn phase, was my favorite. That one really helped. I guess like the little egg thing was amazing. And also every baby's so different. Our first baby didn't like to be swaddled. I don't think we ever swaddled him, and our second did, and that's when we started using the nested bean. And then our third week, I just got the pink version for her. For her, because we love to give things away, and we had given it away already. That was our favorite. And then we like sleep sacks, like whenever you transition out of the swaddle, where like my 2.5-year-old is still in a sleep sack. He loves it, and he walks in it to get out of his bed because he's in a big boy bed now, and he just loves it. The Kite Baby are one of our top. I think that would be my favorite, and then the second one would be the Dreamland sleep sacks. Those are super nice. They're weighted. I have for Camila we use those. I even had those whenever we first transitioned to her, and then I got the bigger size for like now because she's a year. But they sleep so good with them. I don't have to worry about the whole blanket situation, especially if you're a mama that also has like anxiety or postpartum anxiety. That really gives me a relief of knowing that they're okay. Oh, I also tried the zip swaddle. We still have it, but can you see it, this thing? And they liked it, but it wasn't our favorite because they wanted their hands, because our kids use pacifiers, so that's the way they would, put the pacifier back in their mouth. So we did use that. I wouldn't say that would be a must-have. It was just something we tried. Oh, the Merlin Magic Sleep Suit. We actually never tried it, but I hear amazing things. But every time I even thought to buy it, you're not supposed to use it when your baby already rolls over. And by the time I thought to get it, my baby would roll over. So if that's something you're looking for, I've heard really good things about that. As far as like the newborn phase, I know the cute outfits are amazing and so adorable, but in reality that's not what they're wear. It's very inconvenient to have them in that. They seem uncomfortable, and it's not it. I would get them a few outfits, of course, but what they will live in is sleepers. Like the double zip sleepers are what you want. I do not buy anybody in sleepers, because in the middle of the night trying to change their diaper, and you're like barely with one eye open, and like, no. Zippers all the way. Our favorite, and even like if you're in a more tighter budget, Target has very good sleepers. They're soft, they're double zip. A lot of ours are from there. I know the more popular brands like Kite Baby, they're super soft, but I know everybody's budget, including mine, cannot afford 20 sleepers, which is what I really wanted because they would spit up a lot, for $45, So I got a couple. And then from Poppy Kids Co., I really like their sleepers. Like, their prints are so cute. So I did splurge, like I got 2. But our majority of ones are from Target, and they work great. So I know it's I guess unpopular opinion, but we on a budget sometimes, Those were our favorite. Another thing we loved was the Husher. We used that a lot with our second as well, because the late nights, and it's basically like a shushing, like, when you're putting your baby to sleep, you're like, shh. Well, it does that for you, so you don't have to like keep shushing and you lose your voice, So, and it's very, I don't remember, I got it off of Amazon, but it was very economically priced. One thing we will take everywhere we go is our Hatch Baby sound machine, because we love that thing. I even have one on my nightstand, the little one, for myself, because I put it on and to like sleep soundly. I don't even know how I would sleep before without a sound machine. I don't know, maybe I got used to the kids ones, but we have one in each room, and we take that thing everywhere. We take both of them actually. And another thing you'll need, maybe not so much in the beginning because they're most likely sleeping in the room with you, but let's say if you're like practicing laying them down for a nap, definitely buy a camera. I have the VTech one right now. I've bought several, and I'm gonna be very honest with you, I have yet to find the perfect baby monitor, but the one I have is the one that has worked best. So we have the VTech one. I have actually baby girl on the monitor right now, and that's the one that has lasted us the longest. The only thing I would say, the bad thing about it, is the battery on the camera itself. Like, you can't just go outside and chill. Like, the camera battery dies so fast, and that's frustrating. But we've taken it on so many trips that we've never had an issue with it because it works without a Wi-Fi. So that's the nice part as well. We've taken it on several trips now, and to connect it and set it up is so easy. So I highly recommend that. We've also tried the lollipop, which I did like, but I didn't like that I had to use my phone as the screen, because we put the kids to bed earlier than we actually go to sleep, and I don't want like the soul, like, what if I forget, like, I think what if I forget to turn on my phone with it when I actually go to sleep? I don't know. It just gives me, I don't like that about the cameras. And for moving on to like feeding, whether you nurse or breastfeed, I always had to go back to work, so I always made sure that my kids could take a bottle, because whenever I would go to work, what am I going to do? They have to take a bottle, you know? So we would introduce bottles early, like that first week. And we love the Dr. Brown's bottles. We've used it with each kid. Only our middle kid preferred the wide ones more. But either way, they were both Dr. Brown. I really love that brand. I think it just worked out amazingly. They have like a couple pieces, so it's sometimes a little annoying to clean. But like I said, I mainly breastfed when I was home, so I didn't really use many bottles. But my mother-in-law never had any issues. So Dr. Brown was the ones we love. We also used, I think whenever I bought them, they're on Amazon, like the burp cloths. They're cloth diapers, but those were like nice and big. Excuse me. They're nice and big, and whenever you're burping your baby, it's very nice to have. So I will have like a link of everything that I'm talking about, so you actually can see it. Well, I'll put a picture too, but so you can actually know what I'm talking about. What you actually need is those bottle scrubbers. Like, get plenty of those, because you'll have them out. It's like a sponge, but for your bottles, right? And I'm sure you've seen them before. I would also say, so you can have some kind of bottle organizer, to have on your countertop to let the bottles dry. That is amazing. And I know a lot of people buy like some bottle sterilizers, and to be honest, I would get a big large pot, let the water boil, and throw the bottles in there and the nipples. And that's what I did all the time. I did buy like the steamer that you would put in the microwave, but I found, like, not that it didn't work, it was just like not convenient for me. And if it's not convenient for me, I'm not gonna do it. And what was convenient is getting a large pot, throwing everything in there, and sanitizing everything. So I don't necessarily think you need a lot of these things that they say. As far as nursing stuff and like what you need for nursing, I do have a video that I'll link below talking about nursing and pumping, and I have like my must-haves for that, so I'm not going to really touch on that too much. It's mostly like what you need. I would say another thing to, if this is your, like, you're pregnant and you're watching this video, I would have say make sure you have like a coming home outfit and an idea of like how you, and if you want to, right, this is not a you have to, of how you're gonna track their monthly photos, because I think I've done it with every kid, and I absolutely love seeing like the whole progress of they grow, because they grow so fast in that first year. So it's so cute to see when they're a year and comparing it to, because we even did one whenever they came home and comparing it to that. Another baby must have, of course, would be a car seat and a stroller. And I've bought several. So in our first baby, we were broke as a joke, so we didn't have, and also I just didn't know. Just bought the Ebb and Flow like car seat and stroller, and honestly nothing was wrong with it. It worked fine, it did great. But I did upgrade with our other kids. I got the Uppa Baby Mesa and the whole like Uppa Baby system. I did get a double stroller and all that. And then whenever we had our third, we used the Uppa Baby Mesa for a while, and then I got the Duna because our two older boys like to walk. So and it was so convenient. I actually really love the Duna. The Duna was amazing. We just actually sold it because she's in a big girl car seat now. Technically she still fit in it though, but she just wanted more room in the back, and she wanted to be like her big brothers. But those, and then now we have the wonderful wagon, which is a 4-seater. So I think it all depends too on like what other kids you have. Is this your first baby? I highly recommend the Uppa Baby system. With the double, it is heavy. We've taken it on a plane and everything, and that poor person bringing it up the stairs, I felt so bad. And I couldn't open the door to help her because it's locked in the airway. But I literally felt so bad. It's heavy. The Duna is actually very convenient, very light. The only thing I would say that is a con is that there's nowhere to put the diaper bag. You have to hold it, and I personally don't want to hold the diaper bag because it's hot and my back gets really sweaty. So that was the only thing that I didn't like about it, but I still would get it. If I was gonna have another baby, I would have it. Talking about car seats, is the camera that you put on your dashboard to see them instead of the mirror. It is amazing, and I didn't get this till my third kid. So I should have got it. I wish I had it with my first, because the mirror thing and looking back, it just, and if you don't have the mirror right or you moved it, is so annoying. So I highly recommend that camera, and it's not expensive too, so it's nice to have. I will have it as long as my kid is rear facing. We have talking about car seats, we have the Graco Forever, I think it's called. I'll show you a picture of it for all of our kids now, and I love it. Now moving on to like diapers and stuff like that. We did use the Huggies diapers for so much, and honestly it's just like what is easy for us to get at Costco to buy in bulk, and so it's not so expensive. Our kids haven't had any bad experiences like having rashes or anything, so I know that's different for everybody, but we did use the Huggies, and then now we just use the Kirkland brand for Costco now that we have 2 in diapers, and they're not fussy, like they don't get allergies to anything. So that's just dependent on your kids. I would recommend to have like a little diaper station caddy that you could take everywhere, because even if you have a nursery with them in the beginning, you're not they're not sleeping in their nursery, they're probably sleeping next to you. So having a little caddy set up with like an extra outfit, wipes, diaper cream, and diapers is the way to go. A little snot snucker. Oh, speaking of the snot sucker, the Frida Baby, I use this all the time. The Frida Baby little snot sucker is amazing. I used it today. I still use it all the time, so that would be a very handy thing to have. As far as like wipes, we just use the Pampers wipes. That's what has been helped our kids. And as far as like the bassinets we would use, so I've done something different all the time. I would say my first, I know unpopular opinion, I would co-sleep a lot. We did have a bassinet, just like a regular bassinet, nothing fancy. It didn't like rock or anything, but he hated it. So we would co-sleep. And then with my second, we got the snoo, and the snoo can run really expensive. And what I learned was to rent it by the snoo company, so you know it's actually it. And it's amazing, because what if your kid doesn't even like it? Because that's a big investment for something you don't even know if it's going to work for you. So we rented it, and we rented it for like 4 months, I think. And it was amazing. I actually really liked it. I didn't use the settings to the full degree that you could use it. I would just use the rocking motion. The only reason why I didn't get it for my third, because it was really hard to transition your baby out of it, because like after they're so used to the rocking continuously at night that I would have, after they don't have that, I found it really difficult to transition them out. So I just didn't even want to have that with like go through that again with my third. But I think if I even tried to like slowly transition, I didn't try to go cold turkey, and it just didn't work for us. Maybe it'll work for you though, but I really did like it, and that was like a more economical way to have one. For our third kid, we just used a pack and play. I got I wouldn't put her all the way at the bottom. I had it like up, and with her sleep sack, her little swaddle thing, and she was good. It had plenty of room, and then I think it honestly made the transition to putting her in her crib way easier. So it's just, again, it's like personal preference and what you wanted to do. And as far as sleep as well, we had the Owlet. I even have it right here. The Owlet. And this is like I don't think they make this one anymore. I think the new one, I've heard that it only measures their heart rate and oxygen every 10 minutes. So if your baby's O2 or stuff went down, 10 minutes is too long. But this one, like I told you, I had postpartum anxiety. Excuse me, I have anxiety in general. So this really gave me peace of mind, especially when we're moving them. Like the first 6 months, it always scares the crap out of me. So I really like to do what's safe. And this helped me so much with that, with sleeping at night. Even if she was right next to me, or he, because I used it for my second and my third. Helped me so much, like be able to sleep when they were sleeping and not be like, are you breathing? Are you breathing? Because it would alarm you. So if you can get something like that, if that's an issue for you, I highly recommend. I loved it. I had no issues with it. I would say pacifiers, that's a whole subject. My kids loved the Nuke ones, I believe it was, and all of them liked the same one. I wanted to get, especially Camila, because her middle name is Daisy, the Daisy cute one, but she did not like it. She would toss it. I still try to give it to her, and she just throws it. So another awesome like baby must have is like an activity center. I love the Love Avery activity center. So cute. They love it. They love the crinkling and everything. I also had the baby Einstein one. It's super cute, and my babies love that one as well. A diaper bag. Oh my god, have we gone through diaper bags, y'all. We've gone through diaper bags. The one that has held up thus far, and it's so pretty. Let me show you it. Hold on. So I grabbed it. It's from the brand Luli Bebe, but I just pulled up the email, and I've had it since 2021. But this, and it looks, it looks great still. They have a bunch of different colors. that's been the one that has lasted. It's cute, and since it's like the faux leather, like if you drop something, I've dropped milk on it tons of times, you just clean it with a baby wipe and way to go. So that has been our favorite. Another thing would be for your baby is like getting a bathtub, which I've tried several. We used to use, I think we just bought it at Target. I'll put a picture of it here. Which we loved because I loved putting that one in our sink, and we were able to wash them up really good. With Camila, I got a different one off of Amazon. We also loved as well. I think it's obviously everything is like personal preference and what you like. Now moving on to like food and all those things. I would definitely, I remember with my first, we would have a bib on him at all times because he was so drooly, so drooly. We really love the copper pearl bibs. We love those. And then for like when they actually start eating, I love the like silicone ones, or I'll put a picture of them. I love those because they're easy to clean. They don't make such a mess. The only thing I would love more is if my kids would keep them on. But other than that, they're amazing. No complaints. We did get some from Amazon, but they would stink so bad. But they were cute, but we ended up throwing them out because it would stink so bad. That's why I like the, I don't know if the material is silicone, but like, you know, the harder ones, that would work. That works better for us. They last and they don't stink. High chair. We've had our high chair for so long, and then that's what my daughter's using now. We've had that one since our first, and we got another one, I think the Four Moms high chair, and I still would prefer the one we have. I mean, you could even like tilt it back, and there's a water cup, like a cup thing that comes with it, but it's held on so well. So if this is your first kid, I would definitely, like, whenever you're looking into buying a high chair, pay attention to like how you're going to clean it, because you're going to be cleaning that thing like 3 times a day, you know. So the easier it cleans, the better. I love that it has the removable cover, like so I could just clean it and put it back. I don't have to take off the whole tray table and clean that. So that's been so convenient to have. I really like that one. I would also say whenever you're shopping for like plates for them, I love those ones that you stick, but I do like the plastic ones instead of the silicone ones. Like I said, I don't know if that's the material of them, because what I've noticed in time, like whenever you're washing it so much, even if they say they're dishwasher safe, the food ends up tasting like what's in there. And I've honestly have not been using ours because the food obviously doesn't taste good if it tastes like soap. So with Camila, I end up just giving her, like, you know, those plastic plates that you buy at Target. They're like $1, and that's what I've been giving her. And if she throws it, fine. She usually throws her food on the high chair anyway, and then eats, or sometimes she does use the plate. I just try not to stress about it so much. And I know those cute little plates are cute and everything, but I just like, they end up tasting like soap. And if you have a hack for that, please let me know, because they are cute and everything, and I like that she can't take them off the table, but like I said, they taste like soap. So I'm not using it anymore. And then it's a whole nother deal whenever you're feeding your kid. I know a lot of people buy the little baby blender. What I would recommend though is I bought like little glass containers to put the food, but I didn't buy the little baby blender. I just used my regular blender. I didn't need another whatever. But the little glass things were amazing, especially you could heat it up. you can keep it in the freezer if you need to, and then pop it in the microwave when you need to, and you're not like with the chemicals and everything of plastic, glass. Those were very convenient. We used them all the time. A nail clipper. We had like the nail, especially in the beginning, because for me, a big thing that I don't like to do is cut baby's nails, because I cut one of my kids and it scarred me. They bled so much, it was scary. So I got the filer, and that works so much better, but that's literally a husband job. My husband cuts their nails when they're babies. I'll do the little filer, but after I cut one of them, I'm scarred. I just can't do it. But the filer worked for me. That was nice to have. If you're breastfeeding your baby, also you need to supplement them with vitamin D, so that's a good thing to have. And I always have baby Tylenol just in case. You can't use it in the beginning, like newborn. I think they need to be above 3 months, so just, I don't really remember. Also, since baby's skin is more sensitive for their laundry, we did use the Dreft detergent, and I love the smell. But there's a lot of options available to you. It's whatever you wanted to use. We still use it now because we love the smell. Oh, I forgot. For bath time, the baby, what is it called? Doodle and Boo. Oh, we love their lotion and soap wash and everything for when our kids are babies. Whenever they transition, we get the Honest lotion and soap, so we love that as well. We also, after we transition from a bath, like a whole bath, and they're sitting up, we use a bath seat in there, and we have used it with every kid and loved it, so they're not sliding and stuff like that. And then after they're able to like sit up and stand up on their own, we transition to just a little grip on the floor of our bathtub so they don't slip. And that's what we do for bath time. We also bought these little, you can buy the little scrubs that you get at the hospital, and that's what we scrub their bodies with, and it's amazing. Oh, and I don't think I talked about a baby carrier. Whether you like to baby wear or not, you will figure that out, but the baby carrier I would recommend whenever you have a newborn is the Soli Baby. And I know it seems a little intimidating at first of how to wrap it, but they have great videos. Soli Baby itself has great videos of how to do it, and it was so amazing to have. Whenever they're a little bit bigger, we transitioned to, I think it was the Boppy carrier, and I really like that one. But I would definitely invest in one. The Soli Baby are like, I'm looking at it right now, it's like $69. Thankfully my cousin gave me hers, and I really like that one. But try out some baby carriers. They're nice to have. They're convenient, especially when you have multiples, or they don't want a nap but you have to get something done. They're really nice to have. One thing I would skip for the whole bath situation is buying like the baby blankets. I mean baby towels. I would honestly buy them, if you want, buy them like a towel, like a regular towel, because the big ones are nicer. They just work better. I know the baby towels are cute. Maybe get one if you really want to, but you don't need them. A regular towel works amazing. It actually soaks it up, because the baby towels are very thin and they're not warm. Especially, you'll have a hard time. What I learned to make bath time easier with a newborn is I used one of those Muslim blankets. It's another must-have. Are so amazing. You wrap them in that while they're taking a bath, so they're always warm, because they're mostly lightly crying because they're cold. So if you wrap them there during bath time, they're literally like such a difference. And I wish I'd known that with my first. But what I would buy a bunch of is Muslim blankets, so you could use it for everything. I've used it as a birth burp rag as well. You cover them with it all the time. Even if you have a summer baby, you use them all the time because your house is has air conditioner and it's colder. So, and then for bath time, and I love that. That actually made our life so much easier. But I would skip out on the towels. So I want to say that's everything. That would be all my baby must-haves, and that is a long list, but that's what has helped us and made our lives easier. So if you have any questions, let me know. But hopefully this little series is a little bit, my first episode was a little bit on a sadder note, so hopefully this is on a happier note, and just from one mama to you of what I would recommend. But I hope you stick around and decide to subscribe to my channel and keep up with us. I would love to have you and get to know you. So I'll see you guys on the next time. Bye.